It all started on a quiet Sunday afternoon. I had just gotten my paddle boat out, enjoying the calm water and the peacefulness of my lakefront property. It's one of the few things I look forward to, just drifting along the water. No worries, no stress. But that afternoon, my peaceful day was interrupted by the most ridiculous thing I could have imagined. Out of nowhere, the HOA Karen showed up on my dock. I wasn't expecting it. I had been living peacefully in my home for years, and I thought I had followed all their rules. But this time, she came with a bone to pick. "Your paddle boat doesn't meet the HOA's aesthetic standards," she said, her face scrunched up in disapproval. I laughed. This was a lake, not a museum. But she wasn't joking. She went on to tell me that my boat was an eyesore and that I'd either need to remove it immediately or face a fine. I tried to explain how absurd this was. It's a boat. It floats on water. It's not like I painted it neon pink or anything. But she wasn't having it. Instead, she gave me an ultimatum: remove the boat or deal with the HOA's consequences. I told her no. I wasn't removing my paddle boat from my own property, especially not for some petty HOA complaint. That's when things took a turn. A few hours later, I noticed something strange. I went outside to check on my boat, only to find it on fire. Someone had set it on fire. The flames were still licking at the remains of my paddle boat, and I stood there frozen in disbelief. It wasn't hard to figure out who was behind it. The HOA Karen had just crossed the line. I immediately called the fire department and the police. But that's when the real fun began. In a fit of rage, the HOA Karen actually called the cops on me, accusing me of setting the fire myself. Couldn't believe it. I owned the land. I owned the lakefront. And yet, here she was, accusing me of arson over a paddle boat. But here's the twist. While she thought she had the upper hand, what she didn't know was that I owned the entire lakefront property. The HOA had no jurisdiction here. All her threats, her complaints, even her attempts to get the cops involved, none of it mattered. The property was mine. When the cops showed up, they quickly saw through her lies. They realized she was just trying to bully me into submission over something trivial. In the end, the cops took her complaints seriously, but they were just as confused by her actions as I was. As for me, I was left to rebuild my boat and enjoy my lakefront property, untouched by any more HOA drama. It was a win, and I felt a sense of satisfaction knowing that when someone crosses a line, it's not always going to go their way.